I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to London, England. We're at the Royal London Theatre for tonight's main event.
You got this one. You know what to
Opening
do.
3 minutes of this scheduled 12-rounder.
Keep working the body.
Teddy, talk to me about this matchup from a defensive side of the game when you have two speedy fighters matching up.
Well, you know what? I'm going to whisper in my guy's ear a little bit. I'm going to say, you know what? Use his speed against him. Step out a little bit. Let him shadow box a little bit. There's nobody there. And when he misses, step right back in. Make him pay.
Not much action as he just ties up. Kelly's on the wrong end of a destructive uppercut. Well timed by Dynamite. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Halfway through round number 1. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Kelly's crushed by a huge uppercut. Able to cover up that gut. Nowhere close that punch by Dynamite. Final 10 seconds. Kelly's putting forth an effort, but he's not being effective in that regard.
No, he's not. He's not landing when he needs to land. And it kind of reminds, he's a banger too. He can punch a little. It reminds me of an old saying that a trainer once told me. It doesn't mean anything to have a big punch. It's kind of like having a military weapon, a bomb. What good is it if you don't have a missile to get it to the target? Right now, he needs a missile to get that punch. He needs to set it up, and he's not doing that.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Kelly's jacked up by an uppercut. Kelly's tagged by a hook. Halfway through round number 2. Dynamite showing that walking stick right now, utilizing the jab. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. And a smart counterpunch by Dynamite. Dynamite's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Scores up top with a left.
Back to the body.
Good exchange. He fires back.
Head movement. Head movement.
Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round.
Listen, you need to move your head, boss.
And round number 3 is underway. Wow, is he defensively sound. Oh, his opponent got away from that uppercut. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Kelly's in bad shape. Boy, he was hurt, but now he's gathered himself a bit. Kelly's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Good-looking jab there. Dynamite's proving to be elusive. Good block by Dynamite. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
Keep working the body.
Unable to land clean by Dynamite. Blocks that punch. Crashes home with the uppercut. That's a nice right hand that time by Dynamite. 10 clicks of the talk. And he returns on that exchange. And the round comes to an end. Dynamite's ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway. After 3 rounds, he finds himself up just a round, but nothing really to pull away early on. Oh, what a whiff by Dynamite. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. We always see great athletes week in and week out. But, Teddy, what sport do you think can produce the best boxers?
Well, believe it or not, basketball. Everybody would say football. We saw Too Tall Jones. He got demolished by little guys. We saw Gastineau. He got demolished. We saw Highsmith. He got demolished. A lot of football players haven't done well. But basketball players, they have the physical skill sets where they can make a pretty good fighter. Of course, you have to get a guy that mentally is adjusted.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. Good smooth work by Dynamite. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Dynamite's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Really frustrating his opponent now, as he's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
And we come to the end of the round, and you know his trainers got to love that because they stress, hey, that was a left hand that came raining in on him. He does not look good right now. Expect him to clinch. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. A knifing left hand by Dynamite. Halfway into round number 5 here. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
That's it, just like that. Back to the body.
He saw the uppercut. He took advantage, throwing it out there. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there.
Looking good. There you go.
Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. So as that round ends, it gives us pause to realize what has just taken place. And that is, we have one man who just separated himself from the other. He was able to stun his opponent, and you got to think good things are coming.
Well, they've been coming for a while because I really think that those punches are a benefit from a couple rounds ago. He's been hitting with a lot of punches, and I think it's starting to take its toll, and you saw it there.
He just missed that shot up top. Kelly's wanting the counter punch here, but that doesn't seem the route to go here in this fight, Teddy.
No, he has to be honest with himself and see that. But, you know, people under pressure in all walks of life, you know, in the ring especially, you see it right away. You kind of peek at it right away. It's obvious. Maybe he doesn't want to see what he has to see, because then he would have to discipline himself. He's not ready to do that. Then he would have to make the change. Maybe he just wants to leave it this way. At the end of the day, people are going to say, oh, that guy's fought a kind of fight that's, you know, hard to fight with, you know, and he has an excuse. Maybe that's what's going on right now.
Back to the body.
Dynamite's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. He comes with the straight right hand. Kelly's left working well that time. Banking away a body shot with the right hand. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round.
Keep that head moving.
You need to move your head more, okay?
6 rounds in the books, 6 to go. Dynamite's really impressing us here, defensively impressing us. I mean, it's so easy to say, wow, look at the punching, look at the power. But, Teddy, you got to appreciate what he's doing with defense.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why you can say that you appreciate, you know, the aggression or the power and all these things. He can afford to be aggressive because he doesn't get hit.
Kelly's punch didn't come close. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. At the halfway point of round 7.
Come on, kid.
Scores well to the head with the right hand.
Back to the body.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. He scored well after being hit himself.
Good work.
10 seconds to go in the 7th. A little head hunting with the right. Kelly's not having things go his way tonight, but there's one easy explanation for it. He's barely moving. He's just stationary there.
And his opponent's taking great advantage of that. He's coming in, he's finding them, he's giving them angles. You know, I think part of it is frustration. He's not moving because he's being kept off balance, and right now he's just not thinking right.
Oh, you got this one.
Not precise at all by Dynamite. And he's holding. See, that's the work they want to see with the right hand by Dynamite.
Let's see some more head movement.
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. That's a fierce left hand that landed by Dynamite. Fires right back at him. He missed with that headshot. Kelly's using a lot of energy just by throwing so many punches, but he's not getting much out of all this effort at all.
No, he's working much too hard. That's a good point there. He's working really too hard for what he's getting done. He has to now start to educate himself, start to, place those punches in the right spots.
And this round comes to an end. In between rounds here, Dynamite's eye is completely swollen shut. What would you be telling him?
Well, this is going to sound a little tiny harsh, but guess what? This is a tough business. I tell him, you have two eyes, right? Use the good one.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Good looking uppercut that time. Well, he missed that right. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Keep working the jab. Good, good. Good job, Mike.
Goes up top with the right hand.
Jump on.
Once again, he goes to the body. And Teddy, he's really doing damage that's going to pay off down the road.
Yeah, it is. And he's taking what's given him. You know, he's covering up. He's putting those arms up. He's going right around the elbows. It's there for him. He's taking it.
Right to the head with that right. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Back to the body.
How about a return to sender with the left hand?
Get your hands up.
Not able to land the uppercut. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. And this round comes to an end. I hope red polka dot is in, because there is blood sprayed all over this ring area.
Yeah, you wear red very well, by the way.
Thank you.
You need to get that head moving.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Could this be the start of a big comeback? He went from owning this fight to now nearly down and out.
You know, that's what makes boxing so great. Yeah, you can come back just like that. One punch at the right time. That was at the right time.
hit, but he sends it right back. Dynamite's head movement is really a factor in this fight. I mean, who would have thought it? Just one of the aspects of defense could be such a big key to this fight right now.
Yeah, it is, and his opponent right now is not making adjustments. Matter of fact, he's starting to drown himself because he's going more and more head hunting, and the more he does it, the more he misses, the more frustrated he gets, the more tired he gets. He needs to make a change downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Nice work, nice work.
Not able to land the headshot. You know, we've been raving about the work he's done tonight, but I look over at your scorecard as we start this 11th round, and this is a dead even fight. Dynamite's opponent knows that as well.
Yeah, I hate to say this and say something that is so used, it's such a overused phrase, but it comes down to who wants it more.
I'm wondering what the opposing corner is going to do here. They got to their man earlier. They were able to rock him, and really nothing's changed. He's showing them the same exact look, the same exact style that he came here with.
Well, first of all, the opponent should keep doing what he's doing. You know, you're landing, you found something that's working, stay with it until he changes.
Teddy, when you've been in the corner in your career and you have a charge who is not making a lot of contact, what do you tell him?
The first thing I tell him, Joe, is shorten up your punches a little bit. The other thing I tell him is he's making you miss, so you know what? Feint him a little bit. Get a false move out of him. Get a premature move. And when he moves, then time him. Now you're going to catch him.
Halfway through this 11th round.
That's what I want to see.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Beat him to the punch. Got this one. Watch that.
Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Last 10 seconds of this 11th round. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. And that's the end of round 11. Dynamite's eye is shut. Teddy, what has to change for him now?
Well, right now, he's got to cover up that weakness. You know, he's got to make adjustments for that, as you just touched on. He's got to move the other way. You know, move in a way where he's not so vulnerable to that punch, to that side.
Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Dynamite stunned, and he is hurt. He is stunned there, and now he ties up.
He ties up, and he was allowed to tie up, and that's what he's going to be sorry for, the other guy, that he allowed himself to get grabbed.
Pace yourself.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Yeah, good work.
Oh, and the right hand comes into play by Dynamite. Final minute of the final round. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Final bell of a fight fan's fight here, but also the kind of fight that you know there's going to be controversy over the scoring.
Yeah, very close, and the kind of fight where you could be influenced different ways depending on what you like in a boxer. You like a guy who's controlling the outside or a guy who goes inside and gets it done downstairs.
The verdict is in, so let's send it up to the ring. It's very rare that the fans ever like that, a draw. You had it for one guy.
Yeah, I like to do like baseball does, and they judge the judges. You know, they critique the judges. After a bad decision, bad umpiring job, they call them in, and they group them accordingly. That's what I would do here. I would call these guys in, make them explain how they came up with this.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have your